Viewers, it's been a while since I've said this, but we've got a Palmer state of emergency on the top of my head. Look at it. Look at it. If anyone knows any hairdressers, get in touch, please. For goodness sake, look at it. Hello there, viewers. Welcome back to an episode of Hero to Villain with me, Dr. Benji FM. The title talk was just a joke, viewers. I don't know where it came from. We all make mistakes at some point in our lives, and mine was talking about winning the league. We will, though, play the team currently top of the league, so if we beat them, we're back on for it, viewers. We're back on for it. We also play Leicester a little bit later on. They're in 10th position, a few points behind us, but we're still above Manchester United. I'd have taken that 13 games in. Let's take a look then at what's happened since we last met. So, it was the 3-0 and 3-2 wins in the Premier League. I was confident, viewers. Went into the game against Liverpool, a very tough game, 1-1. Loving life, and then what happened? West Ham 3-1 defeat, beat Burnley 3-1. That was quite comfortable, a good win. So Svoboda getting a goal in that one too, which is nice, and Dylan Chambers again getting another goal. Then a 3-1 defeat to Tottenham and a 2-1 defeat to Southampton, and now we're 7th, and it doesn't look nearly as good as when you're 2nd, does it? Okay, but still not too bad, still a few points off 5th. The top 4 dream might even be over at this point as well, 7 points off that. So yeah, a bit of a problem. But a couple of players are playing very well for me this year. Firstly, the Rod, who I think a lot of you are very on board with the name, the Rod, playing really well for me this year. 3 goals, 7 assists, a 7.23 average rating. And the man that plays on the other side is someone I definitely want to highlight too. Dylan Chambers, a man that, again, I've mentioned it a few times now. A lot of you weren't sure if he would be able to cut it in the Premier League, but 7 goals so far. 7.21 with an assist. Only 1 assist. That's maybe the issue to his game. But you can see, compared to last season, already doing just as well in my book. So yeah, really pleased with how he's performing, and for a man with 8 finishing, the fact he's got so many goals is, I don't know if it's a miracle or not. The big news though is that we've got a couple of injuries in our side. Nestor Rodriguez has missed a few games, and that might be down to our poor form, you never know. And Ivanovic as well is out for a couple of weeks, so he won't feature for a little while as well, so that's a bit of a shame. Burrow comes in, of course, to replace him, but not ideal. And Raymond Lemons, again, we've not been winning the games recently, and I think having Lemons on the bench has been a real key factor for us. The fact he's not been there has been a real shame, and this injury hasn't helped either. But he'll be back in a couple of days, hopefully, or a couple of weeks. Probably won't see him today. But yeah, we need him back as soon as possible. Really good plan B, as the traditionalists would say. So then, going into today's game, Manchester City on the horizon, as I say, 7th position. They're top of the table, looking very strong. Kylian Mbappe leads the line for them with 7 goals this year. I imagine the goals, by the way, is very, very tight at the top. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, you can see Chambers is on 7 as well. Loads of players on 7 goals. Nestor Rodriguez on 6 as well. So we're all around there. But so are many other players in many other teams. So then, let's see how we do today. Then, team-wise, let's talk you through it then. We've got Degard, the goal in goal, of course, and Morgan will be at right back. Lots of people enjoyed his throw yesterday. Of course you did. It was fantastic. Alkin, Mendy, and Ella at the back with Hurtado and Barrow in the centre. Gudmundsson will play it behind Svoboda. Chambers on the left, the Rod on the right. So Svoboda's a player that we've not really seen a massive amount of. Of course, we brought him in last year as a Championship side. He's played off the bench a couple of times for us. Has got a goal in the Premier League now as well. So hopefully we can see a little bit more from him. When we start him in games. I've just noticed that Barrow struggling for a little bit of fitness, and Joshua Onuma loves to play football, so we'll give him a game. It's a 5:30 kickoff. Everyone else has played their game, so maybe the 7th place is not necessarily true. We could be 8th on goal difference if things don't go our way. But again, win this one, and we're back up to 5th. So let's find out. Manchester City, let's get them. All right, we need this win, really, because after some tricky recent form, we need to bounce back. Some, familiar names in this. Laporte and Stones still at the back. Edison's in goal. Phil Foden playing in behind the striker, with Kylian Mbappe not leading the line, in fact. On that right-hand side at 28 he's got 100. That's pretty good. Is the old 100 there? Marco is the striker they've got up front. I guess they've brought him in relatively recently. He's come through their academy. Are you joking? Okay, fair enough. Marco's there. And then I noticed at left back they've got a player called Zidane. I can't not look at him. He's really good as well. Yeah, annoying, isn't it? Okay then, let's see how our boys do. We're going to match them formation for formation, and hopefully Svoboda will get a couple of goals to his name. I know how hard you've been working to end this poor run of form. Yeah, we've lost quite a few in recent times. Hopefully the Leicester game might be a little bit of light relief. Southampton was the one though, isn't it? You can't lose to Southampton, and Tottenham as well, a side that were in and around us at the time, so that's disappointing too. But let's see how we do. Let's say we're away from home. There's not a lot of pressure on us, but we have a lot of possession. Oh, we're 3 minutes in, viewers. I'm a little... Oh, for God's sake. All that optimism just shot down immediately. Not perfect, viewers, not perfect. Laporte there, back post, headers in on goal. and after 3 minutes, they lead. They're top of the league for a reason. They're a very, very good side, make no mistake. But to say that we haven't given the bigger sides a little bit of a game is an understatement. I will say, and you're going to hold this against De Gea, a lot of you are going to pin this season on him, I'm sure. He's got 1 clean sheet this season, and that's a good save. Look, remember that when you slag him off. But only 1 clean sheet. It's not ideal in 14 games. Just getting another good take. He's showcasing his skills right now. I think the formation that we play, though, does leave us open, especially to counter-attacks. I do think sometimes at full-back we get a little bit caught. There's many situations where there's a man over and we're not marking it, and I think that's probably a bigger factor than De Gea. I don't think he's the real issue in all of this. Basically what I'm saying is any goalkeeper would struggle, and if I find a man that wouldn't, then he's going to be my bestest friend. But City forward again here, and Iglesias goes through and should probably score. He was trying to be the hero of the Manchester City fans' baby. Yeah? You all get it. It's Iglesias, like the singer. Oh, actually, I've got a little fact about him. Do you know? No, I haven't got a fact. It was just so I could say, do you know? They're forward again here, City. The centre of the pitch is being exploited. We don't have a particularly... I mean, he's missed so many chances. We don't have very defensive central midfielders. I might just change that for the sake of the fact that we're getting hugely overrun. Mazzala, I'm going to keep that as it is, but Hurtado as a defensive deep line playmaker will hopefully plug a little bit of a gap as, what's happened there? Oh, good! Hurtado now plugging the gap by getting himself sent off. That is wonderful timing there. Right, well, Barrow's going to have to come on. Goodmunson's going to be the man that we sacrifice for that. As, yeah, well, bleep it, Ben, but that, isn't it? There's a double bleep there. That's double bad. You bring him in, hope he's going to do the business. Get in there as the rock, and we're down to 10 as Onoma now. We're not even trying to score goals. You can see as well, I say our fullbacks are exposed. It's partially because of where the Rod and Chambers start. That is a risk, don't get me wrong, but if we're to counter, we're immediately in a 3v2, so that is why we do it, especially against these bigger sides. You do open yourself up to maybe being hit with goal after goal after goal, especially in wide areas, but I'm prepared to take that risk, especially against sides that are lesser than us. Like it's that idea of we'll score more than you. That's what we try and work off by having those really attacking, pushed up forward players. It won't work for everything. I think you've got with tactics on Football Manager. It's a risk reward game. You can't just decide we're going to play a very balanced, this is the way we're going to play. You've got to try and take the risk with the reward, and that's what we do with this, really. We're very aware that our fullbacks will be exposed, but Svoboda, to get us back on level terms, we're down to 10, but we're level. It's our first shot on target. We are FMing the life out of Manchester City, and I, for one, am loving it. But, yeah, you can see already our 4 players pushed right up. Chambers in maybe a more advanced position than he would be normally, and the ball forward there, I will say, from deep area, in fact, is fantastic. Svoboda rides the challenge and finishes it off spectacularly. 2nd goal of the season for him. And Dylan Chambers, more importantly, gets an assist to his name. Now, of course, with 10 men, we can't expect too much. I still think not losing 5-1 will be a bit of an achievement, as Zidane, the left-back, goes for it. Iglesias misses again. Mbappe's got a bit of a knockout there as well. I've still got Bernardo Silva on the bench, I notice. So quite a few City old boys still there. As we get to half-time, with 10 men at 1-1, we'll take it. It's going to be a matter of trying to hang on here and trying to counter them. I'm going to calmly say, come on, lads, we can still get a result here, which is absolute twaddle, because I think the chances of us getting anything is very, very unlikely. Our defenders aren't appreciative of me saying we can definitely win. You've got to assume throughout this game that City may well get stronger, as Mbappe, ball in behind. Oh, it's a good ball across. A little bit long, but they still managed to get a corner from it. I'd quite like this game to just finish now, if that's all right with everyone. If we can come to some sort of arrangement. I don't want to play the rest of this. They're having a lot of long shots, it must be said. They've had a lot of shots, but a lot of long shots. And we're surviving. Zidane racing forward though, rode a challenge, great ball across that right hand side, pulled it back, and Iglesias, after 17 shots, decides to put one in. With 20 minutes to go, there was an argument there to say that we should maybe push our wingers slightly further back, play them as support duty instead of attack. But yeah, I guess now at this point we need to try and equalise. I still think 5-1's quite likely, viewers. Oh no. Oh goodness me. Well, I mean 2-1 in these circumstances, it's not bad. Well. It wouldn't. It's 3-1 now. Move on. Let's go attacking. Let's flip this on its head. This is the first time this season we've been utterly dominated, like completely. We've got 10 men. Don't get me wrong, but they were doing this while we had 11. So something about the City side. They are so good at creating chances. It's obscene. Oh no. Oh good heavens. This is the sort of game. I mentioned it earlier. We massively miss lemons in a battle of who has the most shots on target this season. I'm going to give this to City, graciously as well. 14 games in. I think they might have had more than us based on this. Is that 4 now? Okay. We're already dead, viewers. Do they really need to do this? It's doing nothing for the confidence. I should have taken Alcon off about 25 minutes ago as well. I don't know. I've not made more changes. I've just sat here and watched City be amazing. And weirdly, I've become a bit of a fan of them. I mean, we know if we're going to ever win this league, viewers, we know who we've got to beat. And it's them. I can't fault your effort. Nobody expected anything. They loved that. They absolutely loved it. Morale's high. All right, not ideal. Quite a long game for a 5-goal thriller and a sending off. Furtado's he's been banned for 1 match, viewers, but if you've played Football Manager this year, you'll know that he's going to end up with a 3-game ban. So, exciting. Don't appeal it. What's the point? They'll only give us another 2 games anyway. I'm not going to do the press conference. I'm too cross. All right, then 8 days before the Leicester game, Hurtado will be suspended. We might have a few players back from injury, though, so that's going to be exciting. I'll see you in those 8 days. And, of course, if any takeover business happens, yes, viewers, that's still going on. You'll be the first to know. Second to know. Of course, I will know just before you. And in fact, if you're watching this in 2020, you are way past it, viewers. Apparently, we should hold a team meeting to up morale. Oh, go on then. We've been doing okay lately, but we can do a lot better. I actually think that. They don't think that. I'm going to say I'm grateful for those who don't agree with me. They loved it. Oh, I just shouldn't open my mouth. It's the language barrier with a lot of these players. What else can I blame it on? We were lagging. The connection was, what is that as an excuse? They weren't properly listening. There was, again, communication issues aplenty. There was a raccoon that came in. Lovely Friends reference. This is good news, viewers. Leonardo Vergara. Now, of course, we've mentioned him before. On loan at River, we can ask for a work permit. Now, words are difficult, apparently. I think because of his contract, we still won't be able to. But if we do it now, we might as well. It'll be announced tomorrow. If he gets it, great. Recall him for the January. If not, then we wait till the end of the season, give him a new contract, and get him actually in our side. That'd be nice. Probably want me to cut this out. I'm going to leave it in. And I am telling you, when I'm gone away, you're the best man I have known. He got it. Wow! He got the work permit. Well, that was easy. You just wait a bit, and there we go, look. Excellent. Well, that's going to be great. We'll get him back. I think there's a recall on loan. We can do that, though. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think we can do it in the January. Outside. You can't do it outside the transfer window. So he'll be back. It'll be like a new signing, viewers, quite literally. At River this year, 12 games, 3 goals, 3 assists. Not too bad, having a decent season. So we'll take that. He's coming back. Vergara's back in town. Vergara's back in town in the January. Forget these are recorded. The worst bit is, I know that if you weren't here, I'd be doing that anyway. So, and it would have lasted at least 2 more minutes. So, count yourselves lucky. Aston Villa takeover talks continue. I'll be getting this message in 2035. This is how Newcastle fans feel, isn't it? This is exactly what that's like. Oh, that's a shock. Hurtado handed further too much ban. Oh, imagine my surprise. Of course he has. Because that's what happens. And has anybody ever appealed a red card and actually got it? Like, got the appeal through? No, you haven't. Comment now if you have. You're liars. You're absolute liars. You've never had it happen. I don't want to hear it. Don't even let me know. You're full of it. You're full of it. The lot of you, you're full of it. That is very antagonistic. Why am I doing that? I was watching a video earlier, and the person said, if you've not enjoyed the video, don't subscribe, which is very wise. So if you're not enjoying this, don't subscribe. That's because there's going to be more of this tomorrow. And from what I can gather, you won't like that. All right, then, one obvious change as Hurtado makes his way out of the side. Rodriguez is also going to go back up front as we're going to keep him as a complete forward. We'll pop... We'll pop. We won't pop. I was going to say we'll make another change, but we won't. We're going to keep it as is. The only unfortunate player really here is probably CS, so I'm going to bring back in for Ella. Why not? He was a consistent member of this side, so why not? The guard will be in goal then. Morgan, CS, Mendy and Alkin at the back. Maybe that'll shore us up defensively. We've got to change something. Barrow and Onama will be in the centre. Chambers one side, the Rod the other. Goodmanson behind Rodriguez, who's back in the team. Lots of goals in this team, especially that front four. So let's see, can they do the business today? And a clean sheet, viewers? Yes, please. I'll do anything for a clean sheet. As they're playing a 4-4-2, but with 2 deeper midfielders in the side. They've got Carnell up front, who, 24-year-old Englishman, has got 2 goals in 12 games. I expect hat-trick is on its way, viewers. All right, team talk's gone well. Let's get out there and get it. Rodriguez back. He's had a fairly lengthy run without scoring a goal. I've got no idea how long it is. They don't say. I believe he's got the ability to do that. Patrick Cutrone's absence, of course, recently got a Premier League move. I think it's unfair to single him out. Let's move on. All right, then. It's a bit of a Midlands derby. They're both Midlands sides. I wouldn't consider it a proper, like, Birmingham derby, is it? But, yeah, you know, it's in the Midlands. They're close enough to each other to be like, ooh, they've missed. I was too busy doing rivalry animation. I'm a bit worried, because after that City game, they were quite dominant. And early stages here, we're only 5 minutes in. Leicester look well up for this, which is not what I want, really. I would like Leicester to roll over and allow us to win the game. As the ball's gone in, to guard the goal has, well, in some respects, viewers, he has to guard the goal. He's off, ref, surely. That's got to be off. As I've never seen it sort of just trundle onto the line, but there you are, not in. I mean, confirmed. Free kick, Gudmundsson, deep, plays it towards Mendy, referee. There's a referee, come on. VAR, get over there now. Anthony Taylor, who's still refereeing, is going over to the television, the VAR. There's some sort of kerfuffle going on here where they're dancing around each other, all auditioning for Strictly Come Dancing in the winter. Come on, viewers, let's see. Can we get this? As the ref comes back, is it a penalty kick, viewers? It is! Yes! Leicester players are going to be devastated. Anyway, number 14 for us. Rodriguez back in the side, stepping up. Will he put it in? He will. There we go. Aston Villa 1, Leicester 0. And 7th of the season for him. And he's back. But pre-game, I was asked, do you think he'll score? Yes, I do. Look at that. Lovely penalty. The keeper dives, but all in vain. Back on the ball again. Let's see. Can we vibe a little bit now? You know, that's what we're talking about. Onoma now, on it. Can we get a second in the game? Chambers now might unleash on goal. Rodriguez back out to Alkin if he can get it back across. We're all there waiting for it. Onoma. Oh, the touch isn't great. Mario is I forget what's his real name? Barrow, isn't it? Oh, Gudmundsson. Good lad. Great finish from him, by the way. 2-0. I was getting very confused by Barrow's the fact he's Romario in-game, which I do very much enjoy. I mean, side him for that reason alone, viewers. But Barrow is his surname. Very confusing. Look at the little fancy flicks and tricks there. Great finish from Gudmundsson, though. In off the post. You'd love to see it. He's not respected the equipment. That's fair. But, yeah, still good. As Bakayoko is replaced as he's got injured. I've also got Amati on the bench as well. Is that Jamal Lewis? It is. Oh, familiar faces all over the shop. Gudmundsson with a free kick now from distance. Well, that ball's going to go on forever. 2-0 up. Hey, we're back. Nothing to worry about here, viewers. You know, nothing to worry about. Maybe a third before half-time. Who knows? As Barrow, also Romario on the ball. Will he go for goal? He will. Stedman stands strong. This video is going to be a little bit longer today, viewers, because I have waffled on about nonsense for a long time. I've still got to do a vlog for you all at some point. I've promised this. Where's the vlog, Ben? When I have an interesting day, I'll do a vlog. Maybe I should just do like a day in the life of a Football Manager YouTuber. That might be it. That might be the ticket. I'm very pleased with the performance, lads. Keep it going. 2-0 to the good. Flying at the moment. We've got an injury. 51 minutes in, I'm going to bring on, there's options here, Skinner or Jack Clark. I'm going to bring Skinner on. We don't see that much of him. I think the game time for him is probably more important. He's very explosive as a player, so we'll see how he does. As Gudmundsson just shoots from anywhere, doesn't give a stuff. Corner now, he plays it in towards that back post, cleared away. Rodriguez is going to get on it though. We've still got a few players in the middle. The clearance isn't great. It falls to Skinner, who's just come on. Gudmundsson, oh, great save away to his left-hand side by that keeper. Skinner puts it back across. The rod's nearly there. Mayhem, viewers, absolute mayhem. He's checking to see if it was on the edge of the box. It definitely was. It'll be a free kick that won't go in. Move on. Imagine my surprise. The Rod's having a quiet game. Half an hour to go. Jack Clark's going to replace him. I just realised, viewers, 15 minutes to go here. Clean sheet coming up. Oh, ho, ho. CS is back, and yeah, I mean, job done almost. There's about 15 minutes left to go as we come forward again. A third goal will surely wrap this up as well, as we're just passing around, just chilling out, just hanging out with the guys, you know. Alkin on this left-hand side, though. Can he put it into the centre? He can. Clark's there. He's just come on. He's hit the post. Oh, dear. Gudmundsson. Onoma. Go on. Oh, off the other post. We've hit 2 posts in this game. It's flown in. Lovely stuff from us. As, yeah, there you are. Look, 3-0. We're back. We are back. Where does this put us in the table? We remain in 8th. Oh. But you can see there's 3 teams on 25 points. Ourselves, Tottenham and Manchester United. Everton just behind us. 5 points clear of Southampton. And more importantly, viewers, we are 14 points clear of the relegation zone, which, of course, as a newly promoted side, you want to stay well away from. We're attacking again here. Clark at the back post. He scored as well. 4-0. I mean, goals galore in this episode. It's been a monster episode. Goals galore. You've seen that somewhere. The title, there it is, look, up there. It's actually down here. I'm thinking about 2009, 10 YouTube when it used to be above and now it's below. So it's actually down here. Oh, you can like the video as well down there if you want to, viewers. Up to you though, of course. And there we are, 4-0. Good result, really good result. I guess when you lose against Manchester City, don't be too downhearted about it. Again, we've played some of the bigger sides this year and struggled. Defeats to Tottenham, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Man City, but against these sides that you've maybe got a chance against, we're looking really good. These teams have been in the Premier League for a very long time. Leicester beaten now, Burnley as well, Everton, Huddersfield, Brighton, all these sides that we've beaten this season. It's been really good for us. Not too many draws this year, only the one to our name so far, but a good start to the year. Again, after 15 games, if you said, Ben, you've been 8th position, pushing for those European spots. I'll be very, very happy with that, and I am very happy with that. So, if you enjoyed today's video, of course, please do drop a like on it. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't enjoy it, don't, because as I said before, that's not worth it. We've done all sorts today. I don't know what the comment section could be about anything. I've mentioned so much stuff. If you can try and correlate all the questions asked and then fill in the survey down the bottom there, that'd be fantastic.